Hello everybody, Happy New Year 2026 and welcome to the AutoShow brought to you by Auto Magazine. And yes, the fourth edition of Auto Magazine is available. You can get your free copy on www.africanrallychampionship.com or visit www.auto.co.tz. And yes, today we are here at Pandya Auto Works. We're going to talk to Dharam Pandya, two-time Tanzania National Championship winner, and we're going to talk a lot. So stay tuned, don't go nowhere. Subscribe at Millinex on our YouTube, and big shout out to my producer Farid Yahaya, all the way from Classic Visualization. Enjoy the show and don't go nowhere. Dharam, Happy New Year, my friend.
And to you, Emily. Karibu.
Asante, how are you?
Very
you
well.
Good?
Karibu san.
It's my first time here at Pandya Auto Works. We have quite a very good garage.
It's a pleasure to have you.
Okay, thank you. So I will ask you a lot of questions today, Dharam. Okay, so we're gonna start. You won your first two-wheel title back in 1996. When did cars first catch your attention?
Cars, I literally grew up. As you know, as you can see, the premises, this was my playground from back in the days in the school, and I grew up in the workshop, and I just naturally got attached to the machines and the metals, and I really loved it very well from the very young age. The smell, the fuel, seeing my father doing rallying, working on cars, and so it just became very natural for me to be attracted to it, yes.
And you remember in 1996 when you were the winner in two-wheel champion. How was it?
Yeah, it was the Ringa Rally, if I remember. We had my dad's old car, the Datsun. I started rallying with it, and we had very few, at the time there were very few two-wheel drive and young children. Well, young competitor. We didn't have many autocrosses as we do nowadays, so we had to straight away go into a rally. My uncle Sanju, who later became my navigator, and my father, we used to go training. He used to take me in our Mkuranga forest or Kisrawe forest. So that's how I slowly became familiar with rally driving, and seeing my father obviously through the years. And I did quite few events in two-wheel drive, earning two-wheel drive points and finally getting the championship in two-wheel drive back in the days. And eventually the competition became very tough. People brought in bigger cars, faster cars, and then I was taking more risks in two-wheel drive. So my uncle said, no, we have to upgrade. We need a faster turbocharged car with Proflex and proper machine. So that's where we managed to get the Subaru Impreza, the GC8. That was ex-Carl Tundo's car. Again, it was a full works car, and we started competing in it. It was a big difference from two-wheel drive coming into four-wheel drive. It was a huge difference. Yeah.
So what was your first rally car? After two-wheel drive, then you got your...
Yes.
Okay. And so it was nice because you've been doing two-wheel and now coming to the...
From two-wheel drive.
How was the feeling?
The two-wheel drive, there is no power steering, there are no diff controls, no Motex, no any gadgets. Okay. So it's like you're driving a bicycle and then suddenly you get a motorbike. It's a big difference.
Okay.
It's a big difference.
So if you remember, which rally in Tanzania that changed your career the most? If you remember the rally that you participated that changed your career?
Organized by Puma Energy. I think it was in 2011 or 2012, I think. And then what was it was fully sponsored by Puma Energy Tanzania, and I was driving my GC8, and we had a driver from Zambia who was fully sponsored by Puma Energy. So during that rally, we had the sports minister who had come to flag off the rally, the ARC, the African Rally Championship, and he said, why don't us, like the Tanzanians, be sponsored by Puma at the time. And Puma said, okay, if we have a Tanzanian winning or beating the Zambian guy, the sponsorship we'll give him the sponsorship.
Okay.
So luckily I won that rally from Tanzanian side, not the ARC, the Tanzanian side. I came first overall, and then we started communicating with Puma Energy. So as you know, the rest is history. You know, we became the national champions in 2015. We lost in 2014 by just 1 point, though we did not compete in one rally. So I would say it was a national, title even in 2014. As good as 2015. So 2013 we became the national champion with the GC8. So I secured the sponsorship with Puma, and then I had good 5 to 6 years now with Puma. Now again back with Puma. So we had a very good history with Puma.
I can see, that's nice. So if you remember the driver that from Zambia, do you remember his name, the driver? Or you don't remember?
Yes, he's the Zambian champion during the Impreza. What's his name?
Is it the one who was sitting with Seahawk?
No.
Okay, we remember Peter. Okay.
Actually, he also bought my GC8 for his cousin. I'm just trying to figure his name. He bought my Subaru for his cousin, took it to Zambia because he couldn't believe that how a GC8 was beating his N10.
But here in Tanzania, people love GC8.
Yes.
Okay. So yes. Okay. So you won your first title in 2013.
Yes.
And could you just tell us? Okay, you told me before, but could you just tell us winning your first? Because the first title you won was back in 1996. Then fast forward 2013, you are winning with your GC8.
I exchanged it with my father, to be honest. In 2012, my father was the Tanzanian national champion. So actually, I was competing with my father for the 2013 title. So both the similar cars, GC8s, and it was a history making because my father came second. I was second in 2012, he was first. Then 2013 we exchanged. I was first, he came second. So it was a very good family thing, a team thing, and of course my first title, it was very amazing. It was a dream for me, seeing me in the sports which I love and to be achieving the best.
Yeah.
So it was a very big thing, seeing when we used to go and watch the safari rally in Kenya and likes like Azhar Anwar and Carl Tundo seeing their billboards, big billboards on the main highways, and I was very young at that time, I think 95, 96. I want to be like this one day. So I worked towards it. I got very good support from my father, and thanking Puma Energy, they made it happen, So yes.
Okay. Now rally is the very, it's the tough sport.
Very demanding. Yes.
Okay. Have you ever wanted to quit rally in your life during rally?
Never.
No. Okay.
Never.
That's nice. So I want to know, like, how do you prepare mentally before a big rally?
It is a routine. It's a very strict discipline, Emily. Motorsport is just like any other sports, like maybe you say tennis or any other sport. You need to be physically fit enough. It's an athletic event. So my daily routine is such that it is programmed for myself for playing this sport. I go for cycling in the morning. My diets, as you can see, thank God, I have not. So it's a demanding sport. You need to be very agile and fit to compete. We prepare. We go for. Of course, the car has to be stripped and fully prepared for the event, not having any breakdowns, and enjoying the sports during the day, on the weekend. So I think winning an event of a motorsport, it's not during the event itself. It is the build-up towards the event itself, the preparation. Your service crew are fully drilled, fully trained. They know what they're doing. Your navigator, you have the best partner with you, trusting you exactly that whatever he says, you will listen, you will respect it. and he has also trust in you and your controls, that, oh, I'm sitting with somebody, you know, that he trusts. So it's a team sport, and all the players should be at their peak, and the results will speak for itself.
In your early life doing rally, I mean in your early rally time, like 1996, 1997, 2000, have you ever had like done one mistake that taught you for a big lesson? Like, have you ever done any mistake in your early days that?
Yes. My first rally, training rally, my first event, 1998, I think, it's a proper rally. So it was at Kigamboni area, and I didn't last 5 kilometers, you know. So my dad says, you know, first 5-10 kilometers, look after the car, you know, get to know what it is. You know, when at that time, everything, I'm young, I know, oh, I can control, you know. We have not have enough experience. We didn't have, you know, proper sit time. So here I go, and the first sharp corner, you know, I throw the car, you know, I go off the road. I throw the car, I get stuck, I damage the car. I finished the rally, but I think it was last, you know. So that time I understood that no, you know, rallying is not just sitting in the car and driving fast. It's much more to it. You know, you need to understand the sport, you need to understand the car, you need to understand you yourself as a driver. You know, what are your abilities? You can't just sit and start driving and, you know, expect to win. No, it doesn't work that way.
So yourself, you're a mechanic, right?
Yes.
Do you have like that one tool that you cannot rally without it? Like when you're going to do any rally in any region, you say like, this tool, I must have it.
By profession, I'm an engineer, mechanic. That's what I've studied. So yes, that there is a special tool. Today it's still there. If I open this door, it is just here. It's nothing.
You'll show us later.
Yeah, it's nothing special, but it's just an Allen key and a ratchet, a mini one, to set the suspension, the shock absorbers. Because in rallying, you know, the condition changes. We have a smooth stage, we have a rough stage. So from stage to stage, I like to make my car more comfortable. So I always carry that, just 1 or 2 twitches here and there, just to align and get myself comfortable.
Okay. So this is when you start rallying, you've been servicing all your cars here, right?
Yes.
Can you remember how many nights have you slept here before a rally?
There are plenty. Okay. There are plenty, especially my early days, you know, competing in the Datsun, you know. I would say thank you to my father that he did not do it for me, but he was there behind me as a pillar, so I could experience it first-handedly, what it takes. So we spent many nights, sleep many nights here. You are all set up for the event, and come Thursday afternoon or Thursday night or Friday night, and the car starts missing, or one or the other, the differential is making noise, or, you know, there's always the last moment. Yeah, plenty sleepless nights.
Okay. So we know rally is always funny, and sometimes, you know, it's always hard. So what's the funniest thing that ever happened during a rally? On a rally weekend, if you remember the funniest thing that ever happened when you were rallying.
It was very funny. So it was a rally with my uncle, one of my early rallies with the GC8. You know, I was Sanjay Pandya. He was my co-driver. So here we are, you know, now that I've done 1 or 2 rallies with the GC8, we're fitting all the gadgets and, you know, all the telemetrics to understand. Here I am, very young, calculating the tire pressures, the fuel, the distance of mileage is such that, so the fuel calculation. So here we are, we start the event, we start rallying, we are going nice, everything, good flow, and the next thing I know, the car switches off. You see? So switches off, and I'm very cool and calm. You know, so my uncle is saying, get up, you know, what, let's find out what is the problem, what the problem. I said, I know the problem. Okay. I'm very cool and calm, you know, I know the problem, and I'm laughing to myself, but I'm very upset to myself as well. Okay. So he says, what is the problem? Start the car. If I say it won't start. It won't start.
Okay.
He says, why? What is the problem? I said, we don't have fuel. We have run out of fuel. But how? We put full tank this. I said, yeah, but basically we don't have fuel. In a stage, we ran out of fuel. It was very funny.
How did you not have fuel?
So we had a fuel pressure regulator there. So when I switch on the car, the fuel pressure regulator is 0, and the fuel pump is running perfect and everything. So immediately I realized there is no fuel in the car.
But you did not check when you were coming off from service?
No, it was the first stage of the event, and the rally started from Seacliff, I think.
Okay.
So we did not calculate the distance from Seacliff up to Mkuranga, because those days we were starting rallies at Mkuranga. So it was about 20-25 kilometers. I did not calculate to put fuel. So we calculate the 20 kilometer or 25 kilometer stage and transport at that side. It was my mistake, I did not put enough fuel.
So you had to go back.
So yeah, so my uncle got up in a piki and rushed to a border guy. We put normal fuel, so we reached to the service park, but okay, we have already lost time.
Wow, that was really fun. So you've done rally, you've done a lot of rallies, many. What's the biggest setback in your rally career?
Oh yeah, I could have been today 3 or 4 time national champion. We had this rally, the last rally of the season closure. It was in Morogoro, and I was competing against the championship with Mr. Gurpal from Arusha. We were leading the championship. I think it was in 2014. We were leading the championship, and I won't mention the navigator because it's his fault.
Okay.
Because what he tells me is what I drive. Okay, so we had to finish in top 5, but we had to make sure he is behind us, less than I think 8 or 9. He's not. So there was some calculation errors.
Yeah.
So the difference is kept there. That 1 point is there. So we were 3rd or 4th overall at the time, and we were going into the last stage, and he says, no, we just need to finish the rally.
And you have to go easy.
And we just have to go easy. So I just went easy and finished the rally, but we had to make sure that he doesn't come in top 5 or something like that, you see. So or else I had to maintain my position. So I lost 2 positions driving easy just to maintain, but he gained 2 positions. So he beat me by 1 point. I lost by 1 point, but more worse, the timing he beat me on was like 2 seconds on.
Really?
Yeah.
So if you could just...
If I had just maintained my pace, I would have got my championship, 2014. So I came 2nd, and he won the championship. But mistakes happen. Yeah, it could have been me. I should have said no. Let me just drive.
Yeah. So I think that's one of the lessons. Like right now, if your car is okay, we just push it.
Yeah. Right now.
If it's just like
whatever. Mostly the decisions. I make all the decisions in the car. I listen to my navigator, of course. He's telling me what to do. But the decisions are made by myself.
Okay. So the next question was, I don't know. Okay. What's that rally you wish you could redo? Is that the same rally, or do you have any other rally that you wish you could redo? Can it be that one of 2014? Or is there any other rally that you wish you could redo?
Yeah, I wish I could redo a rally which was in Tanga. We had all the champions there. Jamil Khan, all the champions were there competing. I was driving my Evo 9. We even had the guy from Mombasa, Canobio, in his Evo 10. So all the cream of motorsport was there. And that rally, early morning, it started to rain very heavily. Nobody expected the rain. We knew it was rainy season, but not as such. So we did recce in dry condition, but whilst the rally started, I was the car number 1. I was first on the road. Again, 2014, because I won the national championship 2013. Yeah. Now I'm driving in Evo 9.
And you're number 1.
And I'm number 1. Yeah. So it was a Tanga rally, and it started to really rain. The moment when they were flagging me out, 5, 4, 3, it started to pour. Emily, you could not see 50 meters, you know.
But you have your notes, my friend.
So yeah, exactly. And I have my very good navigator, my uncle Sanju. We have rallied like 4, 5 years, so he knows me very well. We are properly, you know, tuned.
You have put your wet tiles.
So here we go, we're competing, and I personally enjoy wet rallies. I really, you know, I really enjoy wet rallies.
Really, I love
So when we finished the first stage, I beat the second driver by 15 minutes.
Wow.
15 minutes. I think it was Canobio or somebody. So because it was raining so much, we went to do one more stage or 2 more stages, and then they stopped the rally because they said it's undrivable. The roads are too much. There was too much water. It's too slippery. You know, the red cotton, like, so it's too much slippery. So I lost all the steam because I really wanted to drive. You know, for me, the water was not an issue. So that is one rally. If it happens, you know, I would really want to redo it. Yeah.
And was it happening in Congo at the same place?
Yes, Pongwe, and yeah, Mkanyageni. Mkanyageni,
yes,
Pongwe. Then we were coming back out from the Tanga border road. You know.
So I know at rally, some rallies you lose, some you win. So how do losses of a rally affect you personally after a rally? Like when you lose, when you don't finish it?
Very disappointing. I mean, it's personally, I'm speechless because you don't know what to answer to your sponsors because they expect you to win, and then you don't finish the rally. So it's very disappointing. You prepare so much, you invest so much, and then you don't finish. So it's not only for me, but I think it's the last thing any rally driver would want happen to him. You know, walking with your helmets in the forest is the last thing somebody wants to see.
Yeah. So speaking about that, in most of the rally, even the last rally in Morogoro, you did not finish the one in ARC. You were not there for the podium. Like, why is it like most of the drivers and team, whenever they don't finish, they usually don't stay for the awards? What is it like that?
Well, you see, I was there actually when the podium ceremony was there.
Of course you're there.
So everybody has their individual idea of or opinion about it, but I would say that when an event is finished, we as drivers, apart from the podium, if you are not in the podium, the rest are not really appreciated.
But what do you think like the organizer should be awarding? You know,
They should at least consider all the finishers, including the non-finishers, to appreciate because they were part of the event, though they did not finish, but they still carried a brand. By them not acknowledging them, they're not inviting them into the stage, and just a word of thanks, you know, but giving them the exposure, it is really disappointing.
I think that's very true. So to all the chairmans out there, Morogoro chairman, Iringa, Tanga, Arusha, and also now the rest of them they're doing rally. So make sure to all the non-finisher, please have something for them. That'd be like really nice. Because I usually also, as a photographer, also sometimes it's always like not easy. You are covering a driver, and then if it does not finish, then it's out there, and you cannot get a picture, and it's not good, you know.
We used to have back in the days, early days, during my father days, when they used to rally, there was a special award given to the last person, and used to call it a tail end Charlie. Tail end Charlie.
Tail end Charlie.
Yeah, wow. Tail end Charlie. There's a special award. So, you know, it's just an idea of appreciating whoever took part, who did not finish and who finished. They should all be, you know, welcomed as a team.
So it's a new season 2026, and we have not yet have a first rally. The first rally is going to be in April. Please, chairman, please work on that. Please, we need some awards to some of the non-finished drivers. So another questions. What do you want your rally legacy to be remembered for? I know you are still rallying, but yeah.
I would be happy to be remembered as a good competitor who gave tough time to many people. If I did, I'm not sure. And a good family, like a friend, like, you know, it's a sport, so we are all enjoying together and fairly playing and competing within ourselves. So yeah, lately we have had quite a few veterans who have passed away, and we always remember. Now we are the third generation. Our friends, we are all friends. So we always, whenever we meet, we always discuss about the good times we used to have. So yeah, that is, I would prefer that, you know, if anybody has got any glitches with me when I'm around, please come forward. Let us clear it out in the stage, you know.
but I hope you don't have any quarrels.
No, I have no.
That's very nice. It's very nice.
You have never had anyone with
Have you ever had any rally that you wanted to fight with one of a competitor, like you felt like fighting? Has it ever happened? You don't have to mention the driver of the rally, but has it ever happened to you like you feel like fighting with somebody?
No.
Because I would understand from his point of view whatever he did, why he did. You know, we have had cases whereby I've caught up with a car and he would not pass me.
Okay.
I'm losing time. Maybe he doesn't know behind him.
Okay.
So now that we all know how the sport is and how it's evolved, I have no glitches with anybody. No.
So you've driven GC8, Evo, Subaru. What's your favorite rally car of all time? The one that you have driven, or the one that you have driven. What's your favorite one of all the cars that you have driven?
For four-wheel, in the four-wheel, I would say an Evo 9. Yes. In two wheels, I would say a Datsun because it's the only car. But no, I've come across many two-wheel drive cars. But Datsun is very fun. It's really good. It gives you good skills. You get to learn very good driving skills from it.
You know, as a photographer, I have some camera that I wish I could use one day in taking pictures. Do you have any rally car that you wish one day you could drive it? Like, what's your dream rally car you've never driven? That's you wish one day to drive it.
I wish to drive 200 SX, Nissan 200 SX, who used to be driven by our veteran driver Hussein Jetex of Arusha, or Jen Shah.
Okay.
So I wish I would.
I was in that era,
Okay.
and I would have had the chance of driving a fully works Group B Nissan 200 SX.
Okay. Do we still have that car here in Tanzania?
No, we don't.
It's not
have
here.
it.
Oh, if it could be, I could just make some calls so that we could drive. Okay, so now I have some of the first questions. So who is your favorite driver local? Apart from me, what's your favorite driver? You can answer, or you cannot.
Favorite driver for
Local.
driver, of course, my father.
Your father.
I know him personally. I know what his challenges are, and if at the time he had a competitive car whom he was competing with, because when my father used to compete in the Datsun, it was a 2-liter standard basic car, you know, and his competitor used to drive like the one I just mentioned, the 200 SX, the Opel Mantas, the Ford Land Rovers, and lately the Bacresas came with the Evo, the Subarus as well.
Okay.
Until that time, my father used to drive the Datsun, but he used to give a very competitive time to everybody. As soon as he got the Subaru Legacy, you know, it was too late. As soon as he got the first, I think, was Tanga, he was beating everybody like minutes.
Okay.
So the time was different, but had he had a better car, I'm sure, and that's the reason, you know, I know his skills, you know, I've been with him in a car, in a rally, in the Datsun.
Okay.
And as a navigator, though I could not navigate because there was an issue, I became a navigator for him for that car. You know what his abilities are.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have your favorite music that you listen before stage? Like in the morning, like when you're just going. Do you have a music that just want to
Yes,
feel-
I listen it every day, but it's not it's not it's music. It's a normal prayer.
Okay.
It's our religious Hanuman Chalisa. I listen it every day, so I must listen to it before I start my day.